Hey guys, welcome back. Actually just finished up doing a video talking about how I was going to replace this and how I had to replace the, what was this called, the suspension bottom something, the bracket right here. Well, I got that put together, and then I was thinking about it, and I know I had a 26 turn pinion gear on here, so I took that off, put my 21 tooth pinion gear on there, reset the mesh, and then I was thinking about how nice it would be to lock the differential. So since I already had to take it apart and inspect it, and I'm glad I did, because there was some really dark chocolate nasty looking crap of grease in there. Yeah, well, that dark brown right there, and right there, well, that's not all of that, but ooh, that stinks. Anyways, so I was looking around, searching, I found, you know, the hot glue thing, and I guess I didn't clean this out not quite good enough, so, but I put the hot glue in there, and then I put it in there, and then I covered up one of the holes, so then I had to rip it all out. Luckily it was easy to rip out. So after doing a little bit of searching, I found one guy on here who has figured out a way to use body clips and put them in the rear end, or in the rear end of the diff. These are not those 110 size scale body clips. This is actually from my 112 scale L959 buggy spare parts clips. If you've seen my other video bashing day number 2, I talked about, actually I think it was on day number 1, where I talked about how I had to use some of these extra body clips that I had, which here 2 of them are on this one, because the big one, just, they come off. Every time I flipped it over, it'd rip it off. And that's the reason why I had this on, so I could find it easier. And actually I found this one, but I couldn't find no more. But that's okay, luckily I had some spare. But just to try to give you a little bit of a size difference, I mean, there's no way you're going to fit one of these bad boys in there. I mean, but anyways, this video that I seen just now, I'm going to give him a shout out. I'll put his video link in my description box if I remember, or I'll just post again underneath after I post mine. But in his, he used 4 clips, which I just happen to have 4 left. Luckily I have some more ordered that should be here within a week or so. But these are bent really. These have a real big curve to them. I actually bent this one out, try to flatten it a little bit more, and then you put one in one way, one in another way. So I actually have 3 in there. So I have 1 on this side and 2 on this side. So this side is done, and then I wanted to show you how I do this. Now I'm using needle nose pliers obviously, but it's kind of hard to show you and do it at the same time to get it in there right. Try to get that other end in there as good as you can. Actually, I think I'm gonna bend that just a little. Try to flatten that piece right here just a little bit. There we go. Just to make my job a little easier. And then just get it in there. Shove it in as far down as you can. And then be gentle as you can. And shove it in there. Well, the first time I did this, it actually worked nicely. It went in there really smooth. But for some reason now it doesn't want to go in so smooth. Well, you get the idea. I'm just gonna shove that in there because you want to make sure that you get it far enough down out of the way. Ow. Just clamped my, so that you can get this back on And then now it's tight. It is locked. Now I just gotta line up the holes, which was part of my problem with the hot glue. Why it didn't work. There you go. Line up the holes, and you're in business. Put the pressure on this side, and you're good to go. So that's about it. I just wanted to show you guys what I found, show you that it does work. This is actually throwing me off a little bit on my alignment, and I don't want to take the risk of stripping it out, so I'm just going to try to get this shoved down in there a little bit further. It's funny how everything seems to always work out for me off camera better. Bashing, get good jumps and stuff off camera. So once again, just a little close up. I'm just going to try to do that a little better. But anyways, you get the idea. And then this is actually my front diff. So if it actually works out well, I'm going to take my rear diff off and do it when I get the other clips in. So until next time, please like, subscribe, share, comment, of course. Tell me your thoughts, what you think, or if you have another idea that you found out. I have actually heard of somebody putting trying to fill that up with solder, which I kind of could see, you know, trying to do a little solder from the pin to the gear, but I didn't like that idea. I really like this idea though, obviously, because I'm doing it. I didn't think the hot glue was that good of an idea, but I wanted to try it anyways since I just happen to have a hot glue gun now. Yeah, well, that didn't work for me. So anyways, once again, like, comment, subscribe. Take care. Have fun.